So every week I have a different bag. This is the one for tonight.
Well,
That's all. Put it over here. All right, we got a mix for this story of everything we've heard already. There's name dropping, there's sex stuff. It's ready. All right. Oh, and it's the 80s. But it's out here in LA. It's the early 80s and I'm in my early 20s. I've just moved to LA without much in tow, including money. I can crash at Elise's house for a bit until I find a place. She's an old Boston roommate who I've stayed in touch with when she moved out here. So I temporarily have a roof over my head anyway. I know I must secure a job right away, so the day after I arrive, I start pounding the pavement for employment. Back east, I learned that going from waitressing to cocktail waitressing was a smart move. The job is easier, the hours are shorter, and the money is better. I land an instant interview at the third place I try, a restaurant in that Sunset Plaza area on Sunset Boulevard. You know where I'm talking about. Ritzy. Very swank. I'm told to wait at a table outdoors. I know the best time to ask for a job in a restaurant is usually between lunch and dinner when it's not busy. I take a seat and look around. There's only one customer outside, chowing down on some gorgeous looking food. He strikes up a conversation with me and it turns out he's Don Schwartz, from Don Schwartz and Associates, a talent agency. He frequents this restaurant almost every day because his office is directly across the street. He tells me to stop by after my interview here and we'll see about getting you set up properly. Oh, so now I'm all excited. This is why I've come to Hollywood, to get acting work. I don't get the restaurant job, but thanks to Dawn, I do land a small part on the soap opera Days of Our Lives. I'm not into soap operas at all, but the pay is very good. I have an apartment next door to who I learn is the porn star Shannon Tweed, whose boyfriend is Gene Simmons from the band Kiss. And coincidentally, Shannon happens to have a major role on Days of Our Lives. She's very shy and also not very friendly, probably because she's very shy. But Gene, he's just this considerate person, always so friendly and helpful whenever I see him. Anyway, I end up cocktailing at Carlos and Charlie's. Does anybody remember that place? Yeah. It's where Joan Rivers would try out her new material. Every time I bring her a drink on stage, she expresses her envy of what she calls my upside-down, heart-shaped ass. She loves making comments about all of the cocktail waitress's body parts. At this point, my character on the soap gets killed off, or some silly thing like that. I don't even remember what. So I'm not making the money I'm accustomed to. An opportunity I never considered comes along, and I grab it. I am all about anything new, any interesting experiences. I'm young and curious and full of life and ready for adventure. So being a devilette in a soft porn movie seems like fun. And it actually is fun. There are two of us devilettes, the devil's assistants, and we are wearing horns on our head and also tails that are attached to our G-strings, thongs, whatever they call them these days. You see, As I learned from Joan Rivers, I am taking advantage of one of my prominent assets. Pun intended. We devils never have any physical contact with anyone during this shoot. We're just supposed to hang around and look sexy. Apparently, I pull it off because I get paid for the job. It's all very, very tacky, but also kind of glamorous in a strange sort of way. Everyone is kind, considerate, and so helpful. Perhaps just wanting to get into the devilette's pants, I don't know. But I do appreciate the overall supportive atmosphere of that shoot. And the pay for one day is the same amount as the whole time I was on Days of Our Lives. Even so, I'm not too tempted to make this an ongoing side gig. I've had this experience, and so now, on to the next. That's